The left. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Arizona State squeaked by in a tight one in the last Territorial Cup meeting.
Yeah, you can say squeak by, but they don't give a mess, right? Like, all you want to do in these rivalry games and these big battles is find a way to win, and the Sun Devils did that in the last meeting.
You're right, David. Historically, these two teams play late in the year, and it just drives momentum into the offseason for the winning team. That was ASU the last time.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. The back goes in motion. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And how about the offense coming out early, establishing the running game? This is an offense that is going to throw the ball all over the yard. So good. Top 10 in passing in college football. But I like it when you sprinkle it in and create a little bit of balance and just create a little bit of doubt for that defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he intercepts it. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left. I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Oh, what a move! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you.
He's off to the races. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
He's looking for a man on second down. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're going to throw it again. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Slips away. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The handoff to Johnson. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Second down coming up. They'll test the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
To the air, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. Arizona right back to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bounces through the end zone, it's a touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Arizona in a hurry. Looking to throw for it. They're bringing heat. Looking to buy time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown, looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The returner will field it and bring it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. Third down coming up.
You know, as a quarterback, you have to be so precise and accurate when you're throwing your running backs, right? They're not used to making acrobatic, awkward body catches. That time, nice job reeling it in, just couldn't keep his feet down in bounds.
Coming after it. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, you're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got him this time. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he got loose, it was all over. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it, and right now they're pulling away.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
The end of the third quarter play. With the score, Arizona State 28, Arizona 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly. Moving away from pressure. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On second down, just keeps firing. Quickly complete. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They keep attacking through the air, trying to get to him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
To throw, it's Fafita. They're trying to get to it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Shakes off the tackler. Dismisses another dude. Arizona runs out the punt team. Bringing it back, it's Brown. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. They want to throw it. He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side